2 in the studio.
Too.
It feels like home.
It does already feel like home.
I love the doormat that Davito put over there by the door. That was really nice.
The one that says...
edit at your own risk. I think it's supposed to be like a pun on enter at your own risk, but he edits a lot, so Davito, you and your puns. Kids, we're back in the studio. We love this place. We hope that you're loving it, and we've got a really good show.
We do.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Should we start with the shout out?
Yes.
That's what we always do, right? And so last week we talked about our wonderful friend.
I'm sorry, Ryan, I'm just really distracted.
What?
Because I know you're gonna just bring up something.
What do you mean? I'm not gonna bring anything up. I mean, is there something that happened last week that I should bring up?
I just want you to get it over with. Because I'm just sitting here.
Pull the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
Pull the Band-Aid off. Okay,
Yeah.
Kids, well, listen, at the end of last week, we might have been singing a song that goes a little bit like, the good times, the bad times, but and I might have said...
I'll be on your side
Yeah, exactly. And I might have said something like, was that Lionel Richie? And she goes, no, that wasn't Lionel Richie. I believe you said it was Michael W. Smith, which, well, I wasn't certain it was Lionel Richie, but I knew for a fact...
I was confused.
I was
confused.
Michael W. Smith.
He sings another really good song called Friends or Friends Forever.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know that one.
I just got a little confused.
So we did make a bit of a friendly little challenge bet type of thing, and you got a punishment. It's gonna be great. Davito, could you possibly just show that real quick? Slow-mo it out, just kind of show it a couple times, and right now do that. That was a pretty simple segment, don't you think, Miss Carrie?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now that you've had your giggles.
I didn't giggle once. I belly laughed twice. There's a difference between the giggle and the I did the belly laugh, not the giggle.
Okay. So we can move along now. So I believe you had a shout out.
Yes, I did have a shout out.
Yes.
I'm so glad you didn't lose track of that in the midst of you.
No, I would never forget a shout out.
But listen, David, whatever you do not re-show that clip right now, okay? So about that shout out, Miss Carrie, these are two people that were regulars at our Super Fantastic Wednesday. Great kids, sweet, kind, wonderful children. You know them.
It could be any.
Yeah, well, that is true. That's not very specific.
Literally be any of our
Rancho
kids.
But when I say their names, you're gonna be like, oh, they are wonderful.
Okay.
It's Ethan and Grace, and they're the Grosso Martin family.
Oh,
I love this family. They're great kids.
Oh,
they've been watching every week.
Oh, I'm so glad you're watching, and we miss you heaps.
Yes, heaps. Wow.
Heaps.
Yes.
It's
heaps.
like piles.
Piles.
Like a lot.
Mounds.
Like
Mounds. Yes, I love that. We do miss you, Heaps. I thought that was a nickname for one of the kids. Like, hey, what's up, Heaps? We miss you, man.
Maybe.
Yeah. Hey, Ethan, from this day forward, your nickname is Heaps.
Heaps. Hey, Heaps.
Hey, my name's Heaps. What's happening, people? What's happening, peeps?
Does his voice change?
Yeah, when you get a cool nickname, you gotta talk like, hey, man, my name is Heaps. So what do you think?
I like it.
All right, so hey, Ethan and Grace, thanks so much for watching. Let's go on to our next segment because I mean we've already had so much. Remember we did the pie video and then we showed it again. Maybe one more time, just real quick here, David. Just slow mo. So yeah, Carrie, what is our next? What is going on? Carrie.
Are you ready?
I'm always
ready. Are you ready to move on?
You like not go back to the video at all anymore?
I am still getting whipped cream out of my ear, ear canals.
Kids, let it be a lesson to you.
Nasal tract.
Don't make reckless little pie bets.
I feel like you put your hand out as a friendly gesture, and it's just.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. It's the Canadian in you. You cannot shake a hand. You
cannot
not shake a hand. Yeah,
I cannot refuse
Love it.
hug arms. Or handshakes or high fives.
So how about you don't refuse telling us the worship songs that we're going to have this week? How about that?
All right.
Let's go.
All right, you guys, this week we are going into At the Top of Our Lungs.
That's a good
like
one.
that one.
Sorry, I won't applaud that loud. Go ahead.
Okay, and we're gonna do Right on Time.
Yes! Sorry. Sorry. Those are two of those
so
are
excited about our worship songs.
It's not that they're two of my favorites. It's not that. That's not why. I mean, it's just those are just two random worship songs.
I'm really glad that you are loving Right on Time, Ryan, because that one is the one I have chosen to be able to teach you the motions to.
Is that for the bet that I will one day potentially lose?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lose.
Yes.
All right.
That is the one that I
Okay.
picked. So while it's playing, while we're worshiping, while we're singing out these truths, just focus on the motions.
Don't worry.
It will
Then I would be
serve you in the
don't
future. Just
worry. No? Okay. Hey kids, don't worry, because here it comes right now.
now.
You spoke one word and the dark became light. I believe it, yeah. You spoke my name and my heart came to life. I believe it, yeah. I wanna sing about it, I wanna scream and shout it. I'm gonna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs I sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs. Yeah, at the top of my lungs. You're all I need every day of my life. I believe it, yeah. You're all I need, always here by my side. I believe it, yeah. I wanna sing about it, I wanna scream and shout it. I wanna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs I'll sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs. Yeah, at the top of my lungs. At the top of my lungs. I'm gonna scream it, oh, I'm gonna shout it. I'm gonna sing it out. At the top of my lungs. I'm gonna scream it, oh, I'm gonna shout it. I'm gonna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs I'll sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing. With all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs. At the top of my lungs. Yeah, at the top of my lungs. Don't worry, just lay it down, it's not your fault. Don't worry. It'll be alright. Don't worry, he will make your heavy light. Don't worry at all, worry at all. This love is always right on time. I've been trying to figure out my own way, trying to put it all on me. Way down by the pressure, without looking up, I know you see me. Cause on and on you keep blessing me, but on and on I keep worrying. Why I'm always running when you're telling me don't worry, just lay it down, it's not your fight. Don't worry, it'll be alright. Don't worry, he will make your heavy light. Don't worry at all, worry at all. This love is always right on time. Right on time. Rise up, get clean, throw 'em on like I'ma wear 'em. Ain't got the shoulders for the burdens I'm bearing. Broke down and pulling over by the wayside. Was never made for this type of way, so I throw my hands up and my load gets lighter. I throw my hands up and then burn like fire. Float up to heaven like the smoke in the air. I flip my worries into prayer, leave 'em right there. Just lay it down, it's not your fight. Don't worry, it'll be alright. Don't worry, he will make your heavy light. Don't worry at all, worry at all. This love is always right on time. Right on time, right on time, right on time, right on time, right on time. Trying to make hope. Yeah. I know your problems seem God's eyes. If you can see him through God's eyes. Take a look, see. If you can only see him through God's eyes, yeah. I know your problems seem God's eyes. If you can see him through God's eyes, yeah. He's right on time, right on time. Just lay it down, it's not your fight. Don't worry, it'll be alright. Don't worry, he will make your heavy light. Don't worry at all, worry at all. This love is always right. Don't worry at all, worry at all. This love is always right on time. Right on time, right on time. Love is right on time, right on time, right on time, right on time. Right on time, right on time, right on time. Right on time, right on time, right on time. Right on time. On and on, you right on time. Can't thank you enough. Right on time. Right on time. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Hey, we're on.
I know. Oh, sorry. Hey.
What's the matter?
It wasn't the worship. I love the worship. I have no problem with the worship. But during the whole right on time thing, I realized that I may not have been right on time this week. All right? I might have dropped the ball. A little bit.
I drop balls all the time. It'll be okay.
No, it's not. I didn't drop a football. I dropped the ball, metaphorically speaking. You know, that we have a deadline for getting our videos in, and it's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy week. I mean, day camp and just 4 kids. I got 4 kids, you know? And I need the quality time with my wife, and here I am, completely and totally unprepared.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yes, I'm saying that for the first time in the history of our show, I dropped the ball. And kids, I don't have a game for this week. Why does that make you happy? I'm sorry, kids. I know the games are big and important. I'm apologizing.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I know it feels like really bad news. But I gotta tell you, this is a really good day for me.
Why is it? Me failing is a good day? Why?
It's such a good day.
Why are you so excited about me dropping the ball?
Because I'm ready.
You're ready?
I'm ready for this. I have been preparing for a long time for this moment, Ryan.
You're gonna say neener or something?
This moment when you fail. With the game.
Okay, because I fail with a bunch of other things. So you're talking about what do you have up your sleeve right now? Your short-sleeved T-shirt. What do you have up there?
I have a game. I have one that I've been preparing, and you always do the game, and I've never had a chance.
Did you just say you have a game?
I have a game. I'm ready. This is my moment.
I am incredibly nervous about this. Are you?
Because you always pick the game, and you always pick the name.
Yeah. You have a
Of the
name
game.
and a game?
Oh, this
my
has
goodness.
been months.
This could. Can I just time out? I cannot vouch for this. I am a little nervous,
I'm telling you, Ryan.
but I'm doomed. I kind of need to let you do it.
I gotta tell you, I really appreciate now how much goes into these games, right? The brainstorming and the round table discussions and then the filming and the editing and the naming of the game.
The naming of the game might be the most important part. Do you want to share the name before the game?
I gotta just say,
I'm excited and nervous.
it's really good.
Okay.
It's called Don't Yuck My Yum.
Come again?
It's so good. It's called Don't Yuck My Yum.
Okay, I'm gonna guess that yucking is a term that kids have made up for, like, does it have to do with skateboarding?
No.
What is don't yuck?
No.
What is a yucking?
Food, Ryan.
Oh!
Food.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Because I have learned in my own life that there are certain things, there's certain combinations of foods that I love. I love to put them together. In fact, I will not eat certain foods without this combination being
Ketchup
together.
and French fries.
Ketchup and French
Yes.
fries. Some people do ketchup and French fries. Sometimes people
Chips
do
and salsa.
PB, like peanut butter and jelly, right?
So this game is about.
This is about uncommon combinations of foods that people eat.
that someone might
And
say
I'm gonna
yuck to.
tell you, so many people have yucked my yum, Ryan.
Oh my
And I'm
goodness.
through with it. I'm over it.
I'm loving where you're going with this.
So I had to go out on a search for other people who have things that they love,
Things that they yum.
that they yum,
That
that
other
other
people
people
might yuck.
yuck. And we can just kind of be our
Oh my
own
gosh.
little group of weirdos. And I say that in the most endearing way.
Wow. So
Because I'm one of them.
Here's the thing.
These are my people.
kids,
These are my people.
We need to send it to this game, but before we do, I feel like I should say, is it possible that by me dropping the ball and failing, I actually succeeded? Because it sounds like you've got a great game, so it sounds like I did something really good by not doing something good. It's come back to being
that. How did you make this about you?
We'll talk about that while the game plays. So listen, what happens is sometimes
Don't yuck my yum.
When you fail
Come on,
at
it's
something,
really
it
good.
allows someone else a chance to succeed. And then by doing that, it's actually you that succeeded
Oh my
by allowing.
goodness. Hey kiddos, it's me, Miss Carrie. And not only did I come up with this game, I get to host this game. And hey, I gotta tell you, what inspired this is there are some combinations of food that I love to eat together. And other people will look at it and go, yuck. But I wanna say, don't yuck my yum. I think it's delicious. So I wanted to go out there and see what combinations other people put together. So without further ado, let's get into Don't Yuck My Yum.
I like strawberries with
Ketchup or hot sauce?
ketchup.
Wow. Next,
I like to eat french fries with
milkshake or pickles?
my milkshake.
Moving on,
I like to eat lettuce with
caramel or ice cream?
ice cream.
Up next,
I eat my tortillas with
pineapple or cream cheese?
cream cheese.
Yummy. Let's see what's next. I don't like to eat my pizza without applesauce or mayonnaise? Applesauce. Next,
I like Takis with
chocolate sauce or vanilla pudding?
chocolate sauce.
Nice. I like to eat my hot fudge cake with chia pudding or chili sauce? Chia pudding. Who's next? I eat my meatballs with spicy mustard or cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce. Who's next?
I like ketchup with
Ice cream or dill pickles?
ice cream.
Sounds delicious.
I like cereal with
Corn or ketchup?
ketchup.
All right, moving on.
Once I ate apples with
Dirt or a worm?
dirt.
Okay, that's a little hard not to yuck, but I'm not gonna do it.
I like chicken with
Syrup or marmalade?
syrup.
I'm glad it's your yum.
I eat Snack Patch Kids on
Cupcakes or peanut butter and jelly?
cupcakes.
I'd never yuck that yum.
I eat Fruit Loops on
Pizza or tacos? Ooh.
pizza.
Wow. Next,
I eat caramel on
quesadilla or marshmallows?
marshmallows.
Moving on.
I don't eat my French toast without
Almond butter or salt and pepper?
almond butter.
Up next,
I love to eat macaroni and cheese with
barbecue sauce or honey?
barbecue sauce, baby. Ketchup's good too.
Yummy. Let's see what's next.
I love mint chocolate chip ice cream with
Peanut butter or sea salt?
peanut butter. Delicious.
Who's next?
I like to eat my celery with
Soy sauce or hot sauce?
soy sauce.
Sounds delicious.
I like to eat sandwiches with mayonnaise.
Anchovies or pickles?
And pickles. And that's it.
Okay, that's a little hard not to yuck, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm glad it's your yum.
I eat my pizza with
Greek yogurt or cottage cheese?
cottage cheese.
What'd you think, guys? Blast, right? Not only do I hope that you had fun, I hope that maybe you're inspired to try some of these combinations. In fact, I'm going out right now to try myself some apples and dirt. See you later, guys.
Am I allowed to yum? Don't yuck my yum?
You can.
I'm gonna just say yum. That was a great game, Miss Carrie.
It's so
Wow.
good. I am so
Wow.
glad that you appreciated it because I really feel like a trailblazer. And I feel like you now know that you are not the only game maker in this.
It's
in
good
this
to know that I'm not
partnership.
alone. I love it. And
Okay.
next week, when worship comes up, it's still gonna be just you. Okay? Because
deal.
I'm not ready.
It's
I am not
probably
ready to go there.
safest. It's probably safest that way.
Kids, I hope you enjoyed the game. It was a blast, but we do need to get to the message. Are you ready
it just
for
keeps getting
Romans
better.
chapter 12? Romans 12. It's going to be great. This is where we kind of turn a corner. We turn a corner from a lot of good news to, hey, what do we do with this good news? Are you excited?
I am, and I feel like I wore the right shirt today.
What's it say? Choose kind. Choose kind. Yeah. Chose kind.
No.
Chose kind.
Choose
Yes.
kind. I feel like we choose kindness, we're choosing love, and
Interesting.
I feel like you're gonna say something about that. I don't know,
Did,
it's the closest
did the
shirt I had.
that had the full word kindness on it, was that one too expensive, or did you just did the word?
No.
Okay, I'm just saying that. I mean, it's a great shirt and all, but it doesn't say ness.
I don't think we do. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, here it is, Romans chapter 12. Choose kind, kids.
Kindness.
Tides. Yeah, I think I have to make the change. I mean, I've used the word ultimate for so long that I'm kind of attached to it, but you know what? It is not the ultimate, but it is undeniable. So kids, here it is. Officially, no longer Ryan's ultimate truth. This is Ryan's undeniable truth. You cannot deny that this is true. And that is this simple statement, that we, meaning all human beings, we will always, always, always do what we think is best for ourselves. That is my undeniable truth, kids. What do you think? Is it true? Is it undeniable? Is it Ryan's? Yeah, it's all of those things. Just trust me. Now here's the deal. This right here is something I came up with years ago when I watched the way that people behaved. Specifically, I used to work with middle schoolers and high schoolers, and I would watch them do things, and I'm like, why are they doing what they're doing? Sometimes I'd watch smart kids do really dumb things, and I'd go, why is that smart kid doing that not so smart thing? And I would realize, oh my goodness, they actually think it's what's best for them. So kids, this undeniable truth, why am I bringing this undeniable truth up? Well, let's look at today's verse and maybe you can figure out where I'm going with it. Romans chapter 12. Last week we looked at Romans 12:1. This week we're looking at Romans 12:2. All right, Romans 12:2 says this, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Let's go back to my quote. Now I'm gonna show this to you again, and I want you kids to tell me, what is the single most important word in this truth? Now, some of you guys might think, I know what it is. It's always. It has to be always because he says it like 4 times there, but guess what? It's not the word always. Let me show you what word it is. It is this word right there. It's the word think. We will always, always, always do what we think is best for ourselves. We will do what we think is best. Which brings me back to this incredible verse. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be transformed, be completely and totally changed by the way that we think. If we want to behave in a way that's different, it's going to come from a changing in the way that we think. Now, last week when we talked about Romans 12:1 and this call to offer our body as living sacrifices that are holy and pleasing to God, we talked about how this is fueled by the truths that Paul talks about in the first 11 chapters of Romans. You see, Paul goes through these first 11 chapters and he just starts vomiting incredibly amazing truths about God, that we are loved by him in spite of our brokenness, that his grace and mercy are endless, that it's just this incredibly valuable gospel truth that Paul unpacks for everyone. And he does it over and over throughout those first 11 chapters. And now that he's just shoveled that truth down our throats, we are like bathed in the incredible truth of Jesus' love for us. Now he's calling us to act differently. He's saying, I want you to offer your body as a living sacrifice. And he's telling us how it can happen in verse 2. He's saying the way that we can do that is by being transformed by the renewing of our minds. Thinking differently. Because bottom line is, we will always do what we think is best for ourselves. So, I have this little guy here. Does this remind you guys of any sort of school work, potentially some math homework, right? This is the alligator mouth that your math teacher talks about, where if there's a 4 here and a 3 here, the alligator mouth will always want to eat the bigger number, right? So, the reason I'm bringing this up now is because I believe this alligator mouth controls so much of what we do. I believe that every day we walk around and we don't picture an alligator mouth, but in our head there's something that's saying, this one's greater, I want to do this one. Or maybe there's another situation where it says, hey, should we go to Raising Cane's or should we go to Taco Bell? And we're like, Raising Cane's, Taco Bell, the alligator says this one's better, we want this one. I don't know if this makes sense to you, but the idea is that all throughout our day, every single day, we are constantly making decisions based upon what we think is best or greater for us. Now kids, this is the whole point I'm getting at, is that if we begin to allow God's truth to really penetrate our hearts, really sink deep within our brains, the idea that God loves us no matter what. The idea that God's grace doesn't have strings attached to it. The idea that Jesus loved us and he decided to die for us even before we were fixed and sinless, which we still aren't fixed and sinless. The idea that God is inviting us to a better way of living. All of these truths can begin to change the way we think. And when we change the way we think, we will make decisions that affect the way we act. And then we might be able to do what verse 1 says, which is we might be able to offer our lives as a living sacrifice, as if to say, God, my life is yours to use however possible. And most importantly, kids, it might begin to affect the way that you treat other people. You see, I believe that when we walk into a room, at least when I was your age, and even still to this day sometimes, when I walk into a room, there's one question that kind of dominates my brain. There's a question that's in the back of my brain, but it's really, really loud. And the question that I hear myself asking when I walk into a room is, hey, who in this room can I get to tell me that I'm lovable? How can I impress the people in this room? What can I do to make them value me? Now you see, that's something that comes from a place of insecurity. That's something that comes from a place of not really feeling loved or not really feeling valuable. But when the truths of Romans 1 through 11, the fact that we are loved by God in a way that should blow our minds, when that truth begins to sink deep into our heart and into our minds, it begins to change the way that we enter rooms. It begins to allow me to go into a room not asking, who can I get to make me feel loved and valuable? Because I walk into the room going, guess what? This dude, this guy is loved and valued by God. I'm already good to go. So I can walk into a room and say, hey, who in this room could use a little love? Who in this room could use just a little encouragement? And so kids, it's not just rooms, it's also sports fields, and it's also just your families. And wherever you're at, you have the ability to, instead of being selfish and greedy, you can be selfless and generous because you're secure in the fact that you are loved by the creator of the universe. That one truth is crazy, insane, brain warping stuff. It absolutely should change the way we see everything. And when we change the way that we see everything, it'll change the way we think. And I'm telling you kids, it will change the way we act. So listen, next time you find yourself having a bad week where maybe you're a little too selfish or greedy or whatever, my encouragement to you is not to try harder to be less selfish. My encouragement to you is to remind yourself of that valuable truth. I am loved by God, and it's incredible. The more that truth penetrates our heart, sinks into our brain, it will affect the way we act. I hope that's encouraging to you kids because that was life-changing for me. I'll talk to you next week. Adios, amigos. What comes to mind when I say the words cup and balloon?
Ooh, I'm good at this.
Cup balloon.
Helium Kool-Aid.
Helium. That would be an interesting product. You'd be like, instead of the guy, you go, oh yeah, because you know, that was a weird. That was
Are you saying I'm
That was
wrong?
a chipmunk. No, I'm saying that isn't where I went, but I was picturing the Kool-Aid man with helium, and he bursts through and goes, oh yeah, okay. Anyway, kids, that's not where we're going with this. We're actually going somewhere much more fun.
Ooh, more fun than helium Kool-Aid?
That's a good point. Okay, we're going to somewhere just below that on the fun scale.
Okay.
And this is a competition.
Of course
that
it
I
is.
did with my kids and some of their friends. And this competition has consequences.
Helium Kool-Aid. Oh, wrong.
That would be a good consequence. I'm gonna look into that.
Okay.
Okay, it has consequences.
Of course
So
it does.
it's a don't get last challenge. We did a lot of challenges with balloons and cups, and it was fun. It was crazy, it was mayhem, and there were consequences that got doled out.
Is this gonna be messy again?
I would say messy in the sense of it's gross.
Oh.
Just wait till you see the consequence. It's pretty amazing. It's something you would not want to have to face, and let's just say that I may or may not have had to.
I'm
face
sorry, Beaver
this
kids.
punishment.
I'm sorry.
Enjoy,
I'm just gonna say that in advance.
Enjoy our suffering, kids. Enjoy the suffering of my family and their friends for your amusement. What's happening, kids? We are about to do a Don't Get Last challenge where the theme is balloons, wow, and cups. Balloons and cups. And the punishments are these delicious morsels that this very just sick young lady, she came up with the idea of taking fancy chocolates with cream filling in them, getting rid of the cream, and putting nasty stuff like
Mustard, there's mayonnaise, minced garlic,
Olives.
Sriracha.
And sriracha. And then there's two of these that are actually like got like milk chocolate in them and caramel. But if you lose, if you get last, you have to pick one of those. And if she loses, we will pick for her because she might know which one's which. Hey, we're gonna see who gets last. The first game is taking your balloon, blowing, and moving them into a cup like that. Last one to get all their cups into one stack loses. You cannot use your hands except to pick up your cups that might have fallen over. No hand on the balloon. Let's see who gets last. Here's the thing, is she...
Watch it back!
Watch it back.
The wrong game!
I asked her at the start, I said, show me that video, show me the thing so we could see the rules. Everyone got it.
Except for me. And
The one who I asked to show me the video, she did not want to do it. So now she's lost, she's not very happy.
No, I'm not at all!
It's sport.
No!
Go ahead, come on.
Come on! I think it's a freaking mustard one! I'm going to die!
That is the one. That is the one.
I hate you. It's the garlic one.
Go on, girl.
I'm not gonna lie, I know what this one is. Dang it!
Oh, you gonna bite on it?
What is that? I think it's the caramel one.
I hope not. Is it caramel? It's stinking caramel and all that whining! All that whining and you got the one I wanted to get! Our second game, once again, balloon and cup related. Blow up your balloon, try to blow the cup to get it off the other side of the table. It is a face-off. Round one will be Jackson against Kayla. You must start with a balloon out in front of you, and when we say go, you can start to blow it up and decide how quickly you want to try and shoot that cup across. If the cup touches your hand, your body in any way, the other team wins.
Round one, fight.
Touch your hand? No? No. It went off the side. Ready? Go! On your marks. On your marks.
Round two,
Go.
fight.
Okay. All right. That was incredible. Very intense. Both rounds went off the side, so we decided to create a wall of macaroni boxes as a protective rim there. We're gonna go ahead and go round three. Are you ready? One.
Final round, fight.
You deserve to lose a couple. Here, you really want to. the cup, there are 3 dice. Each of the 3 losers are going to roll the dice. The lowest total is in the toilet bowl. The other 2 will compete to see who goes to the toilet bowl. You do not want a low roll here. Go ahead, Jax. 4, 1, 2, 7 total. You might be in the toilet bowl. She's good.
Oh, I'm gonna ask.
Oh, you got plenty. You got plenty.
Yeah.
He's in the toilet bowl. Sisters will square off to see who goes against him. Here we go, sisters.
Feeling it.
3, 2, 1. All right.
If she gets the white chocolate, if she gets the
I'm kidding, hopefully.
don't smell it. I am. It's garlic again. If it's mine.
You got it. You got it.
Oh.
You have to eat it. Oh my God. The olive garlic.
That's the olives.
That's the olives. That's pretty weak. Once again, this is a simple game of blowing up your balloon and using the breath from your balloon to blow the cups off the edge of the table. This time you're not blowing against anybody else. It's just a matter of how quickly you can get all of these cups off that table. And when you do, we'll stop the timer. Slowest time gets a punishment. Peace. $36.43. So what we have left is sriracha, mustard, mayonnaise, garlic, and one that just has chocolate inside. So good
I'm
luck.
gonna get mayonnaise.
Good luck.
I put the whole thing in my mouth.
Yes, and chew. What is it?
Oh, it's sriracha. It's sriracha.
Is it sriracha?
Is it spicy?
We've come to the part of the show that we both love because it's a culmination of so many good things, but we hate. Why?
Because we have to say.
You can go high, I'll go low.
Yes.
Go ahead. So long, farewell, Alvida, sing goodbye. That's the worst thing we've ever done on this show, right there.
I gotta say.
Yes.
I
yes.
love when you turn my life into a musical.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I'm really happy to be a part of that, even though I look like a complete and total goober.
You really
if
do.
anyone from my high school saw that, they'd think I was even dorkier.
Jen,
than they
send me
already
their numbers.
did. Jen, send her nothing. I think, is that it? Is that everything we got?
I think that's it.
It's
I think
been a
we've
great
covered
show,
everything. There's
and
nothing more.
I think it's
and-
time to wait a minute.
What is that finger doing? What are
Wait
you doing
a
with that
minute.
finger?
Davito!
Why is it pointed at me?
Hey, Davito! My friend! Do me a favor! One more time, show the video with her and the whipped cream. I feel like there was that at one angle. We got that one other
my
angle.
goodness.
David, show that angle.
Guys,
and
close your eyes. Close
do
your
not
eyes.
avert
We've
your eyes,
seen
kids.
enough. This is a waste of your time. Just, oh my goodness.
Toothpicks like this because you're not gonna want to miss it. Show it, David! And I told you it would be great. Miss Carrie, they needed to see it that one last time. It was worth it.
Are you finished?
I'm actually Dutch English. Is that? Are you asking if I am Finnish? I am not from Finland.
If you're from Finland.
I am not from Finland, and I'm not even Dutch English. I've got a little bit of Welsh. I think there's some German in there. The Chancellor, the Germans. Okay, we're done, kids. Hey, it's been a blast. It's been a hoot. It's been an absolute joy. See you later. Davito, she's gone. I mean, I don't see the harm in one more time. Just show it one more time and then just roll the credits. All right, if you want to do that, that's great. Otherwise, I'll just sit here and imagine it.